Why being too respectful is actually selfish. See, a lot of men are terrified to physically escalate on their dates. They don't go for the kiss, they don't break the touch barrier, they don't invite her home, they don't make the moment physical. And afterwards they tell them some noble little story like, I just didn't want to make her uncomfortable. I wanted to be respectful. I didn't want to push it. Sounds noble, right? But a lot of the time, that's not respect, it's fear dressed up as morality. Worse than that, it's actually selfish because what you're doing is making the whole moment about your fear. Let's say the date's going really well. She's invested, she's opening up, she's laughing, she's making strong eye contact, she's close to you, she's clearly enjoying your company, and then you do absolutely nothing. Why? Because you're scared. You're scared of misreading her signals, you're scared of looking sleazy, you're scared of being rejected, you're scared of making it awkward, and you're scared that if you make the move and she pulls away, you no longer can tell yourself that she likes you and your little fantasy comes crashing down. So instead of just admitting to yourself that you're anxious, you're nervous, you're scared, you tell yourself you're just being respectful. No, you're making the entire moment about your own emotional comfort. And that in itself is selfish because you're not actually thinking about what she might want at all. And this is the part that a lot of dudes forget. When a woman's on a date with you, she's enjoying herself, feeling comfortable, feeling attraction build, she's feeling emotionally opened up, she wants something too. She wants to be kissed. She wants to feel tension. She wants your touch. She wants you to lead. She wants to feel desired and she wants the moment to go somewhere. Not every single time, obviously. Use common sense, read the room. Don't be a socially unaware fuckstain, but this idea that physicality is only your desire and never hers is absurd. Women like physical intimacy too. They like being kissed. They like being touched by a man they're attracted to as well. And they also want sex just as much, if not more than you do. Shocking, I know. In fact, a lot of the time, she wants you to create the moment where she can finally relax and enjoy what she really wants. But if you never lead things in that direction, you rob both of you of that experience. When you refuse to escalate because you're trying to be nice or safe or respectful, what often happens is not that she respects your restraint, it's that the interaction loses all sexual momentum. The date ends on a platonic note. She starts wondering if you even see her in that way. The polarity dies and you accidentally friend zone yourself. Then you sit there confused when she starts pulling away after the date because in your mind it went really well. Yeah, no shit. It went well emotionally or conversationally, but you were too scared to let it become physical. And that's one of the most common ways dudes kill attraction on a good date. Not by being too much, but by being too little. And another weird belief that a lot of us have as men, we think that touch is some kind of evil act. Like it's this dangerous, morally loaded thing that should only happen under the perfect conditions when you have written approval from the heavens. Brother, humans love touch. You like it, she likes it, we all do. Obviously from people we're attracted to and comfortable with. Intimacy is one of the most fundamental human desires. So the issue here is not touch. The issue is badly calibrated touch. Dudes being too thirsty or too socially unaware, too random, too forceful. That is very different from a man gradually bringing physicality into a good date in a smooth and socially intelligent way. Handing her back, touching her arm, holding eye contact longer, pulling her in, going for the kiss when the moment's there. That is not evil. That's called being a man with testicular fortitude. Another thing that a lot of men don't understand is that a woman wants to feel desired by her man. She doesn't want to feel objectified, she wants to feel desired. A woman wants to feel that the man she likes actually wants her, not just emotionally or conversationally, but physically. That's a big part of what makes dating exciting in the first place. So when you spend the entire date acting like a neutered monk because you don't want to ruin it, you're denying her a huge part of the experience. A great date is not just, wow, we had a good chat. There was chemistry, there was tension, there was intimacy. And yes, it's usually the man's job to lead things in that direction. Let's make an important distinction. This is where a lot of guys get butthurt or confused. See, respect does not mean refusing to lead things forward. Respect means reading the room, being calibrated. It means caring about her comfort, respecting her boundaries, not forcing anything, and not bulldozing through hesitation. And if it comes to it, taking a no gracefully. That is respect. Respect is not never making a move, never creating tension, never taking risks, never introducing touch, never inviting her home, never moving the interaction towards intimacy. That ain't respect, it's you avoiding discomfort. A respectful man escalates. He just does it with awareness. He pays attention to her body language, he responds to her. He gives her room to lean in and out, he gives her the opportunity to connect physically. That's what women actually want, not a guy who's so terrified of doing the wrong thing that nothing ever happens. And if I'm being honest, a lot of men who struggle with escalation anxiety are being incredibly self-focused. Everything's about them. It's like, what if I feel stupid? What if I get rejected? What if I make it awkward? What if I misread something? What if I look creepy? Do you see the pattern? It's all about you Your fear, your image, your own discomfort. Meanwhile, she's on a date with a guy she likes, wondering whether he's actually gonna have the balls to move things forward. So start thinking about her experience too. What if she wants you to kiss her? What if she wants you to take her hand? What if she wants you to invite her back to your place? What if she wants the exact same beautiful physical experience that you do? Because a lot of the time she does. I know what some guys are thinking, yeah, but what if I go for it and she rejects me? Good. At least you now know. A lot of men act like if she rejects the kiss, the touch, or the invite home, then the whole interaction is dead and they've ruined everything forever. And that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes it means never, sometimes it means not yet. That's why reading body language and understanding calibration really matters. There's a massive difference between a woman who's genuinely closed off and uncomfortable and a woman who likes you, is warming up, but just is not ready for that step yet. Most dudes are terrible at reading that distinction. And that's exactly why we have an entire section in our video course dedicated to teaching you how to read her body language and escalate in the smoothest possible way without making her uncomfortable. Because escalation should never feel random or forceful. It should feel like a natural extension of the vibe that you've already built together. Let's say you go for it and she doesn't reciprocate. Worst case, she now knows you're a man who goes for what he wants. That's still far better than spending 2 months orbiting her like a neutered chode only to eventually realize she sees you with the same sexual energy as a lampshade. At least there's now clarity and at least you're not wasting your time anymore. One of the biggest differences between a man with standards and a guy who lives in the friend zone is this. The friend zone guy wastes months hoping. A man with standards finds out in 1 or 2 dates whether the affection is reciprocal, and if not, he moves on and puts that energy into a woman who actually wants to meet him there. That's a much better use of your time. Yes, calibration matters, body language matters, timing matters, but stop acting like a rejected advance is the end of the world. Sometimes it's a red light, sometimes it's a yellow light. Your job is to be able to discern the difference between the two. The sooner you stop fearing that moment, the sooner your dating life becomes a hell of a lot more honest, efficient, and enjoyable. So to finish this rant, if a date's gone amazingly, she's investing, she's comfortable, she's attracted, and you still refuse to escalate because you're trying to be respectful, there's a good chance you're not being respectful at all. You're just being scared and you're being self-protective. And you're making the entire moment about your fear instead of the shared experience right in front of you. Stop acting like physicality is this dirty thing that only you want. It's her desire too. When you never make the move, you never create tension, never lead the interaction where it naturally wants to go, you don't just deprive yourself, you deprive her too. So yes, be calibrated, be respectful, but stop being so respectful that you selfishly rob her of the opportunity to express that completely natural and beautiful part of herself. You'll both be better off for it. So brother, thanks for watching. This has been Sterling with Social Freedom. I love you and I will see you in the next video. Go out there, build some beautiful connections and make your dating life a little more fun for you and for the women that you're meeting. Just make sure to calibrate. Thanks for watching, brother. See you in the next video. Cheers.